welcome to Rest and Recovery. Today we're going to be talking about getting quality sleep and how to feel rested and relaxed for the day. Now, everybody's different, so the amount of sleep is going to change depending on your health, your age, and just overall you. Some people need more, some people need less. And it's not too important to get the right number of sleep as it is to get quality sleep. And to get quality sleep, you have to think about it as an all-day process. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed greatly affects the quality of sleep you're going to get. How much stress you have, how much caffeine, how much sugar, and all these other variables. So, to make sure that you focus all day on getting quality sleep, what you want to do is start building routines into your life. Now, a lot of this about meal planning and meal prepping and all this has to do with routines. Getting in exercise is about showing up every day to the gym. It's about doing something consistently. For a morning routine, this is all about gaining energy for the day. And one of the best books I read on this was Miracle Morning. It kind of went over the traits in order to start your morning with the most positive mindset you can, because a positive mindset will make sure the rest of your day is pretty productive. What it is an acronym for SAVOR, which is scribe. So you journal. A lot of times you wake up, journal what you want to accomplish for the day. You say your affirmations, something like I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, and I'm happy. You visualize yourself in those states. You get in exercise. And then you do something that kind of shows your gratitude, right? It puts you in a proper mindset. So a morning routine, you can wake up early, have a nice green tea, maybe exercise, shower, journal, whatever it is that works best for you. For routines, you're going to be finding your own methods of doing things, of what makes you feel good. So if you can fit in exercise, then it's over for the day. You first wake up, you exercise, then you really don't have too much to worry about for the rest of the day. You don't have to wait till after work. So if the day's too stressful or anything, then you know you've already accomplished that one thing. Or you can wake up and you can prepare your meals for the day. That way, it's easier to do the right thing. You can, instead of stopping for coffee in the morning, you've already made your smoothie. Instead of going for lunch with everyone, you've already got your lunch prepared. Instead of stopping on the way home, you have some snacks packed for that. It sets you up for success, making it easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. For an evening routine, it's all about relaxing. If the morning is all about getting in the right mindset and getting plenty of energy for the day, the evening's all about kind of unwinding, unloading all the stress from the day, and getting ready for sleep. Now, one of the best ways I found to do this was to journal, is to take all those thoughts that you had throughout the day and put it down on paper. It helps organize all your thoughts and unload the stress so it's not making your life feel chaotic. Another good thing is take a nice warm shower. They say cold showers in the morning to wake you up, warm showers at night to help you relax. You can stretch. Pilates was actually created by somebody who was bedridden, and that whole workout designed to be no bigger than a bed. So you can lay in bed and kind of stretch out your body and kind of work through any like groans or aches and pains or anything you have. Stretching can be done in as little as 5 minutes, and it's great to do before bed. Of course, you can also meditate. This is one of the best things to do as you're laying down getting ready to sleep. So you're going to start working these habits into a routine so that every day you know exactly what to do. Every morning, you know that you prepare your lunch for the day. Every evening, you make sure that you track all of the calories you had, tracks all the food you ate, all the emotions that came up, and then all the things we learned in the past lessons. Schedules you fill out, you go through your emotion list, you go through behaviors and triggers, and you kind of start learning the way that your body and mind works. Now, when it comes to relaxation, one of the best methods is focusing on your breath. Breathing is actually one of the only things in the unconscious mind we're able to control. So it really connects the unconscious with the conscious mind. And having that kind of power means you can lower your blood pressure, lower your heart rate, and lower your stress, all by controlling the way you breathe. Now, breath is associated with all kinds of healthy benefits. Um, and being able to control it means that at any notice, at any emotion, at any event that you have one exercise that you can do that is going to help you to get into a better mindset. Now, for breathing, there's different methods and different practices. There's morning breathing, kind of like in yoga, they have this thing called fire breathing, which is where you breathe in 4 times really fast and out 4 times really fast. So it looks like, and you're kind of getting yourself pumped. You're feeling the energy. You can move your hands like this, or just kind of like build yourself up, vibrate, really get into that energetic spirit. Another way of practicing breathing is by balancing the breath. So you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold it for 4 counts, you exhale for 4 counts, and then you hold that for 4 counts. And so you're just kind of balancing your breath. It's going to help your body feel calm. Breathing is a great way of saying, hey, everything's okay. I'm in control of the situation. So find what kind of breath works for you. Go through the workbook, practice some of the breathing techniques, and really make it your own. You should practice this as much as possible in the moment so that you have better control over your emotions and thoughts and behaviors. Another thing that we're going to be talking about is meditation. Now, meditation is linked with so many benefits that it's not even worth going over. By now, I'm sure everyone's heard of meditation. And for a lot of people, though, they misunderstand what meditation is. They think of a Buddhist monk who empties their mind and sits still all day doing nothing. But there's different types of meditation for different types of situations. And meditation's like everything else. You're going to find what best works for you. So there's mindful meditation. This is where you simply sit and observe all the thoughts that goes through. You listen to what kind of thoughts you're having, what kind of emotions come up with those thoughts. And without judgment, you just accept all these thoughts and let them pass through. You can be also mindful of what's going on around you or what's going on in you. There's focus meditation. This is where we take a thought or a problem and we focus on the solution. We listen for answers. So if a problem is, how do I lose weight? Instead of just harping on the problem, we are open to receive solutions from our own self. And we just kind of listen to what things have we tried, what things have worked in the past. And so you're meditating on listening to a solution. There's spiritual meditation, which is things like prayer and dedication, and that's about connecting yourself to your own spirit or a higher power, whatever works for you. You can also practice gratitude by saying thank you for whatever you can. Thank you for my life. Thank you for this food. Whatever it is, but it connects you with your higher self or a higher power. There's movement meditation. This is actually the one that works best for me. Sometimes when I go for walks, I listen to my feet, and just kind of the cadence of my walking, the breathing. I listen to the birds or the wind. I listen to all these things and kind of just be one with nature. Sometimes I like to go for a walk by the river and just kind of hear the flow and associate it with the flow of my own life and just kind of feel like I'm in rhythm with the world. You can do Qigong or Tai Chi. It's a great movement meditation because it guides the thought and transitions it through physical movement. There's yoga practices. There's a thing called a mandala or adult coloring books where you just color and you're just mindful of what you're doing. It's like an artistic expression. So if you're ever painting, you're really just focusing on the paint. And it's almost like emptying your mind because you're so focused on what you're doing. Coloring, you can also take a thought, you can do the focus, you can do the mindful. But as you're coloring, you can think about something you're thankful for, or something that makes you happy, or something that you need to do. Whatever it is, and just kind of meditate on that movement. There's progressive relaxation. This is a great practice before bed. So you can tense up your whole body and then release it. Or you can tense up your forehead and release. Tense your eyebrows, release your cheeks, and work your way all the way down, back up. So as you're laying in bed, you can tense all these muscles and relax them. It's the best way to tell your body that, hey, we're getting ready for sleep. We're getting ready to relax. So if you're going to meditate before bed, do some progressive relaxation. There's a lot of good guided meditations on that one as well. Another type of meditation is visualizing. This is where you take an image and hold it in your mind. Some people like to see themselves in the future where they've already lost the weight, or they're at the best body composition, or they're healthy, or they're hearing good news from a doctor. And they visualize what that would be like, how it would feel, what it'll smell like, sound like, taste like, all these things. And they visualize themselves there. There's a lot of studies done with athletes where they visualize themselves accomplishing what they want over and over until it feels real. Then the body has an easier time accomplishing it. For me, I like to actually visualize right where I'm at and practice self-love, self-acceptance, because I think sometimes looking for that future date to be happy may not come. Maybe you get there and it's still not enough. Maybe you cut a bunch of weight and it's still not enough. So it's more important for me to be happy right where I'm at, to practice self-acceptance. I visualize myself just the way I am and being happy in that moment, accepting myself. You can visualize anything you want. Visualize a house you want, or a relationship you want. Visualize the outcome to a problem. Visualize how tomorrow's going to go, or today if this is a morning meditation. Meditation is so personal. It's what you want to make it in the situation. And there's any way you want. You can do a guided meditation. You can listen to music. You can be in complete silence. You can be laying, sitting, standing, walking, running on a treadmill. You can focus on something. You can pray. You can do whatever works for you, as long as you're in control of your thoughts, are listening to them, and just accepting the moment. You're just being present in the moment. And this kind of control over your thoughts, this acceptance, is going to improve your life in so many ways. Meditation is one of the best ways to improve your emotions and your life. So make sure that you fit this into your routine every day if you can. And practice different styles, practice different breathing patterns with it. Go on YouTube and find some really good meditations. Go on, Deepak Chopra has some really good ones. There's lots of them out there. Look into chakras. Another way of meditating is something called mantras, which is where you repeat something like Om over and over. And for each chakra, which is energy in your body that correlates with different emotions and life events, and for each one has a very own mantra. So you can work through energies in yourself. Again, find what works for you. Look into this practice a bit and find ways to really enjoy this, because, that's what life is about. It's about enjoying the moment. And you really want to find that self-love, that self-acceptance, and you want to be in that positive mindset as often as possible. A lot of times with dieting and all this stuff, the world feels so chaotic. And that's because we're not well rested. We're not calm. We don't have that sense of inner peace. And so, it's like, a diet is stressful and we got so much going on in our life and it's just another problem. It's just another thing. And until we learn to calm ourselves, to focus on one thing, to have our thoughts be guided and controlled and positive, It's just going to be another diet. It's just going to be another thing in your life, another event. So start finding ways to relax, finding ways to reach inner peace. And really inner peace is up to you. It's what you make it. It doesn't mean being a Buddhist sitting in complete silence. It's just accepting the moment. It's accepting your life as it is and making the best of it. Being grateful for your life, for your body, for all the things that do work. Finding your own way of being beautiful. Increasing your natural energy. And kickstarting a healthy lifestyle. So start practicing this. It's a journey. This whole thing that we're doing is a journey. And it's not going to change overnight. Any of this stuff, any of the obstacles we've overcome through this course, they're not going to change. It's little by little. You're going to have to probably keep coming back to the course and refreshing on moments and start building that into your daily practice. In a year, 2, 3 years from now, you're going to be so much further ahead by practicing these things that maybe the diet's not as important as you think it is. Maybe it's actually about finding ways to be happy. Maybe it's about accepting yourself. A lot of people think that we're going to gain more love, more social acceptance by being a specific type of body. And that's not always the truth. The truth is, the more we accept ourselves, the more other people accept ourselves. And if you're doing this for health, then your mindset is going to be a lot more important than just your body. You need a little bit of a balance of the exercise, of the nutrition, and of the sleep. So hopefully you take a lot from this. You start building some routines and you find ways to start incorporating breathing and meditation into your day. And then tomorrow, we're going to finally start building some meal plans.